We know that the country is going to be producing a record amount in the month of July, 10.8 million barrels per day. Here's Will Kennedy, of course, managing editor for commodities. You're here with the scoop. It was your scoop. Markets are moving on it. How big a move is this coming from Saudi Arabia?
It really illustrates how keen they are to calm the market down. We heard from the minister after the OPEC meeting over the weekend that they were going to put a lot more oil back into the market. There's been a lot of pressure from President Trump's Twitter account. Rick Perry, the energy secretary, said, oh, we think OPEC should put a little bit more oil into the market. So it shows that the Saudis are taking those concerns seriously, that they're really exceeding some people's expectations about how much they will increase production in the wake of that OPEC meeting. Yeah,
I'm seeing Brent currently down by 0.6%. Citigroup analysts have said, look, maybe we'll see up to 10.6 million barrels. But therefore, this does seem to go much further than some of the analysts out there have predicted.
Yes, and I really think it illustrates there is that concern about how much oil may be lost from Iran in the second half of the year as sanctions start to kick in. Of course, we've got a real crisis in Venezuela and production is falling there fast. So the Saudis are really trying to fulfill that role of stepping into the breach to keep a lid on prices and assuage American concerns, especially in the run-up to midterm elections. The Trump administration won't want to see gasoline prices going higher than they are now.
Will, is this a good strategy on the part of the Saudis?
It has risks, Fonny, and the main risk is that Saudi is the repository of most of the world's spare capacity. They probably have something between 2 and 3 million barrels a day of spare capacity before this latest increase. Now, the risk is if they use too much of that too soon and we get further crises down the line, like, for example, a complete collapse of the Venezuelan oil industry, the market will fret that there's no margin for error, that all that policy firepower is lost. So that's the clear risk, and you may see people starting to talk and worry about that in the days ahead.